Hi guys, only a short video. I'm sitting in my summer house and I decided I was going to tell you why I decided to get back into wild camping. I used to be quite a very outgoing, outdoorsy kind of person, keen cyclist and keen runner, but about a year and a half ago that all stopped. The reason it stopped is because of an accident I had at work. I used to work for a competition equine company, quite a large business, and dealing with putting on events for horses. Well, one day I was working on one of the cross country jumps. We had it lifted up via one of the JCBs, and I thought one of the straps had broken free and come around and hit me in the leg. I collapsed and fell on the floor with severe pain in my leg. I was then taken to Trowbridge Hospital in Wiltshire and told that I may have torn the muscle. I was told to go home and rest it for 1 week. After that week, my leg swelled up and it turned to purpley blue colour. My ankle swelled up also, and I had a numbness in my foot. By the end of the week, I got concerned about it and contacted my GP. She got me an appointment to see her within an hour. She took one look at my leg and then told me I needed an emergency scan. So she was going to contact the Bath Hospital to get it organised rapidly, basically. A week later, I got my appointment to go and see the specialist in Bath. Seeing the specialist in Bath, he took one look at my leg and said the scan should have been done much sooner, and that he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to work out how much damage there was because of the swelling. I had the scan, and within half an hour results came through, and basically the muscle vertically was tore almost in half. The tendon was still attached, so there was no issue there, but because of the swelling it was still hard to determine how bad the tear was. The results of the tear meant I had to wear one of those black support boots. I had to wear it for 2 weeks continuously, not taking it off full stop. The only time I was allowed to remove it is regards to washing. But I had to keep it on and just sit down and do nothing with my leg up for 2 weeks. I ended up wearing this boot for almost 4 months. 2 of the months I had to walk around with crutches, and 2 I managed to get around using a walking stick. Because of the level of the damage to my leg, I was signed off work for 6 months with an ongoing process, seeing how things went basically. I was also told when I did return back to work, it was a case of a minimum of 6 months light duties. The only problem is, because of the job I was doing, light duties wasn't really possible because all my job was heavy lifting. Basically, I had to make a decision: either change the type of work I do or carry on doing the job that I did at the time and risk tearing the muscle apart once again, which, believe me, the pain I felt when I did it the first time, there is no way I want to ever feel that pain, because it was excruciating. To make matters worse, October last year also, I ended up catching COVID. I was quite ill for 2 days and then ended up basically lethargic, drained, no energy, didn't want to do anything for about 8 days after that. It also affected my taste, which took about 3 months before I could taste anything again. Everything else prior was just metallic. Basically, I decided in the end to change a career and applied for a job as a support worker, working with people with learning disabilities, adults. I went through the interview and then got the job. January, I went through all the training that I required and became a support worker. But even as a support worker, I noted my health issues were still affecting me. I was still getting issues with my leg, and COVID had left me with a little problem with breathing. Even now, I cannot get my breath back properly and I get out of breath easy. The doctors told me that I am suffering from long COVID, and when I asked about how long it's going to take, it was a case of how long is a piece of string. People will notice, if you've watched my videos, that when I'm walking, I've got a slight limp that's caused from the damage to my leg. And when I'm walking and trying to video, I struggle to get my words out and struggle with my breathing. That's why I always sound like I'm out of breath. So that was the results of COVID, and sadly it's not going to go away. It's issues I'm stuck with permanently, basically. In the past, I used to be able to run at least 8 to 10 miles without even getting out of breath. I could cycle 30 miles with no issue whatsoever and climb steep hills. But after COVID, I cannot even run about 9 meters without it really seriously draining me and making me get seriously out of breath. Between the damage to my calf muscle and COVID, it basically controlled my life and stopped me doing things that I enjoyed doing. So I either had to make a decision, let it all beat me, and sit back and just feel like just a useless person, or start doing something that I want to do and fight against it. And because I always used to like camping, and I've always done it on and off since I was a child, I thought, why not get back into wild camping? I enjoyed it in the past, so I decided to get myself out. Yes, going out for a trek, it takes me about 2 to 3 hours to get to my finishing point so I can do a camp. Only to have to walk it all the way back again does play havoc with my leg. And for 2 days after I done the hike, I have difficulties walking because there's so much tension in my leg. But there is no way I'm going to let this beat me, nor will I let my breathing issues stop me from doing what I'm going to do. I also find that wild camping is a form of meditation in one aspect. You're escaping the reality of day-to-day life and the cost of living, and for one day or one night, you're just a nomad. You're just under the stars in your tent, nothing to worry about, just relaxing. And that is what I enjoy doing. The only issue is my job in one aspect, because it takes up quite a bit of my time, and I only really get every other weekend off. So it's limiting me to when I can go out camping. Ideally, I would like to do it every single weekend, but I can't. So I get out when I can and enjoy being out in all weather conditions. Doesn't matter, it's freezing cold, raining, strong gales. It's just freedom. I would highly recommend doing wild camping to anyone, because as I said, it's like a form of meditation. You can get out there and relax and escape all the stress that you have in your life. And I don't intend on stopping unless I'm physically unable to do it anymore. I am going to continuously keep wild camping as and when it's possible. So keep an eye on my channel, because I will be making more and more videos from now on. So to find out what I'm up to, just keep an eye on my channel or subscribe. And if you come up with any ideas where you think I should camp, let me know. At present, I'm only doing it locally, just so I can get back into it slowly. I'm not actually going to go rushing in and suddenly disappear to some more. That's the reason why I'm only doing woodland camping in my local area, because it's convenient and easy, and it's the best way to get back into what I enjoy doing. So that's it for now. So thank you for watching. Click that subscribe button. Remember, it's not hard. Press that little button, and I will see you shortly when I make my next video. And bye for now, guys.